Hi, I'm Jeff Maturo. Welcome to RCTV Oval Edition. Joining me today is Ross Bartuccio. Welcome, Ross, man.
How you doing, Jeff?
Great. Hey, I couldn't be any happier. We're at the Minreg RC Center in beautiful Largo, Florida, just south of Tampa.
Yeah, beautiful facility. Indoor AC. We don't have to worry about rain.
Nothing. And you know, it's been so hot lately, it's nice to get out of the heat and into the AC.
Definitely.
We've got power. It's all covered pit area. No one has to bring tables. Oh, they do have food. They've got
hamburgers.
You can't beat it. What a great facility. I tell you, once you walk inside that door, the smell reminds you of one thing.
Racing.
Racing is
Definitely.
right. That Paragon fills the air. I love the smell. It brings back a lot of good memories, like in Clyde's and Naples. That was the best facility.
What a good time.
But this is nice because it's indoors. You're in the AC. It's been so dang hot.
That's right. Outside.
It's really
and the
nice
competition, Jeff.
I'll tell you what, it's fierce. You got racers from all over the state of Florida.
Yeah, even other states.
Yeah. I believe Georgia. And the food.
Oh, my gosh.
We mentioned the food earlier. Emmy's Kitchen. I'll tell you what, they actually ran out of food that day. The food was great.
I love those hamburgers.
I do too. I had two of them. I think I had one for breakfast. They were so good. But it's a great facility and great food. One of the racers even brought an indoor helicopter. I mean, you can fly it outside, but it's electric. It's really small. It's lightweight.
Pretty neat.
You know, it was really neat, and a lot of the racers stopped working on the cars just to check this out because he actually landed it in his hand.
That's amazing.
I mean, you can't do that with a gas one,
No,
or
technology.
you can, but if you do, you're crazy. You know, I often like the scale appearance of the sprint cars.
Oh, I love them too, Jeff. The wings, the color of the cars, and they're going so fast around the track.
They are. They're amazing, and they're a lot of fun to watch.
Definitely.
Okay, you got everybody on the stand right now. These are the big dogs. They're ready for the B main.
Tension's high. The competition's really high. Everybody's pumped up. They want to win, win, win.
You're exactly right. The name of the game is winning. You know, it's a hobby, and there's a lot of camaraderie, but everybody wants to win. Nice, clean start so far. Oh, I spoke too soon. Yeah, that was, you know, that takes some time off. You got to stay out of the.
You have to be really smooth, Jeff. You can't be wrenching on that.
Oh, that was almost close. Almost get ahead on there.
Half a lap.
Yeah,
Cost you.
Exactly. And these guys are running 401s, 402s. That's pretty quick. 4.4s is kind of the norm.
4-minute race.
He's right out of the park there, man. Wow.
Yep.
Another guy gets caught up.
4-minute race. You got a heads up. You can't stop for nothing.
That's exactly right. Scott LaFoe running a good race. Hey, I had a chance to speak with Ken Holmes. Here's what he had to say.
Hi, my name is Ken Holmes. It's Holmes. They call me the Scarecrow. Today, I'm the official scorekeeper and race director for the Minrig race here at the Summer Shootout in Largo, Florida, at Minrig Building. We put on mini races here, and we're here having a good time. We got about 75, 80 drivers here today, and you know, a two-race type of thing. On Saturday, we ran on-road, and then today we're running oval.
Is this kind of a warm-up race for the Snowbirds?
Basically, it is. Yeah, we put down the same carpet we used at the Snowbirds this year, and now we're going to run some more races here and try to get everybody back into carpet racing again here in Florida.
What suggestions or recommendations would you have for people coming out to drive in terms of driver etiquette, or because you play two roles here, you officiate and you run the race?
The biggest thing more than anything else is patience. Being able to get up on the back of a driver and be patient and work your way around him in a reasonable manner. You have to have patience with any kind of driving style that you do, and in carpet racing it's a little bit more because the speeds are a little higher and the grip is a little bit better.
Awesome, Ken. Well, you're doing a great job. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Watching these cars in slow motion, Ross, you really get a sense of just how fast they're going.
Really, I'll tell you what, scale speeds are 110 scale cars. They're going 380 miles an hour.
Scale speeds.
That's right.
That's incredible. You know, so everybody's running a nice line right now. They're staying off the ice. The ice will get you. Hey, recently I had a chance to speak with Mike Boylan.
Okay.
How his car was handling. Here's what he had to say. What type of adjustments did you make?
The car itself hasn't been turning, so I've been trying to do things to make the car steer more. We moved the batteries forward, softened up the front suspension. The rear tires, I actually brought the rear tires in a little more. Took a little tweak out of the rear end, played around with the tire compound, all these things to try to make it steer more. And hopefully it'll, you know, I'm missing 1/10 of a second, and this is what I'm trying to accomplish.
Oh, you know, Scott LaFoe is running one of the best
Incredible
races.
run.
He has been Mr. Consistent. He's come out of nowhere.
He's on fire right now.
He runs at MTR. Oh! That had to hurt. He's on his side. You know what? That cost you the race.
He's done.
Is there any way on a short track you're going to make it up?
No, not when you have a 60-lap sprint like this.
It is.
No way. It's too hard to make up
You're right.
one lap.
You're right. Now everybody's kind of getting behind each other right now. You see it. We see this in NASCAR. They're running a little cleaner. I hope I didn't speak too soon.
You have a smooth line. You got to hit your marks. You got to be there. You got to stay off the ice. It's very important.
It is important, and Scott LaFoe's doing all those things right now. It looks like everything's coming together for him right now. I thought it'd be interesting to see what it looks like if we were inside a car. So we're going to go to our car cam and see firsthand what it's like on the track. Boy, I tell you what, this really gives over the top.
That's amazing.
That gives you the sense of being right inside the car, and you are hauling butt.
That's right.
These cars are moving.
4 cells, spec 19-turn motors.
You know, they got a graphite chassis, foam tires, Lexan body, and these things are tough.
It's amazing how they hold up to the abuse.
They do.
Everyday racing.
Everyday racing, and you know what? Guys are giving it all they can right now. They're running full speed, probably letting off the throttle, maybe blipping the throttle through the corners. If they got their car set up right, they're going to be gunning it all the way through. Live, right back to the action. These guys are going gangbusters.
That's right. Man, they're just go, go, go. They want to win, 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 nonstop.
Unfortunately, only one guy can take the title.
That's right.
You know, Scott LaFoe is having one of the best races of his racing career right here. We thought Mike Boylan was going to pull it out, but Mike's fighting for his life.
That's right. He is on fire.
He's got to hope for something to happen, because if he doesn't, it's going to be hard to pull out. This is a short track. There's fast lap times. Right now everybody's running fairly clean. You know what? If you bump and grind. Back in the turn number 3, we got to watch it. They're staying off the ice. If they I tell you what, this is a free for all.
Racing,
you know, rubbing is racing is what they say, and I've always said, you know what? It's 25% equipment, 25% driver, and 50% luck.
That's right.
You know, we're looking at some of the pits right now. These guys have sophisticated software programs for their PCs that they bring trackside, that they're actually able to put the parameters in: tire size, roll out, pinions,
weights.
And it doesn't matter, and it spits all this information back to you and tells you what you need to do. I mean, you actually use the software.
Oh yes,
You've written some of it.
Yep.
Yeah, which is really nice. You know, the nice thing about MinReg, it's a great facility. There's plenty of pit area. And the array of machines and equipment that these guys bring is mind-blowing. They have everything. They have their PCs now, which we didn't have 5-10 years ago.
Everybody pits out in the open so you could see the other person's car.
Sure.
There's no hiding.
And what's nice about this hobby is everybody's willing to help each other. What's also unique about MinReg and indoor is you're able to use tire traction. Is that important on a track like this?
Oh, very important. Carpet, there's a lot of side bite. You get a lot of traction on carpet, and everybody wants more and more to be faster.
And you need it for the lap times. There's a motor cooler. You know, a lot of guys say they swear by them. It keeps your temperature down.
Actually freezes your motor, and it's amazing. Some people swear it works, and others say they're still out to lunch.
Well, the jury's out on it. We'll see if the winner actually used one today or not. I don't know. But everybody wrenches on their car. If they're not racing, they're not watching the racing. They're out in the pits. They're working on their car. It's an incredible feeling when everybody gets together.
That's right.
There's a lot of competition, but you're right. Everybody wants to win, and we're having a good time. If you're thinking about holding a race, you can't do it alone. This takes a lot of work, and you need a lot of help. How often do you have to do maintenance on a track then?
These guys? On every other race. Once or twice a weekend.
Ken Holmes, who's the race director, also known as Scarecrow, he's down on his hands and knees. He's working on the track. That's what it takes.
It's a lot of work to run a race track.
Yeah, correctly. I tell you what, you've got Sam helping out, JB. These are all guys that are local guys that help Mike Boylan put a race like this.
They put in their own time and effort, and they do it
because they love the hobby
with no pay.
You know,
I mean, it's just that's right.
They're passionate about oval racing. They love it. We're back to the race. You know, we've got a higher vantage point right now. We can see exactly what's going on. Scott LaFoe running incredible. The guy's
Yeah.
a machine
You
today.
can see he's tightening up his line. He's trying to hit all of his marks.
Boy, if he can hold out for the next minute, he's got it made.
Yeah, but look who's coming up.
Yeah.
My man, Mike
I
Boylan.
tell you what, he's working his way through the pack.
He's been there.
I tell you what, there's Mike Boylan in the number 3
Boy,
Dale,
look at his
big
line.
Dale
He's
Earnhardt
just
fan.
really tight.
I tell you what, he is a machine. I say that he's staying away from the ice and he's tightening it up, and that's what it takes. They're drafting. You see these guys who got a nice battle going on here between Scott LaFoe. These guys are tough.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they're 200,000s within 200,000s of each other. It's just
I tell you,
amazing.
and that's where you need
mistake.
every little advantage you can get, because one mistake. Oh, that's your leader. That had to
Take
hurt.
a fork in him. He
is
is
done.
done.
I don't see him recovering from that. Oh, wait a
Dude.
minute. Everybody's yelling, get the body. Fix the body. They're saying, oh, man.
Oh, no.
You got to feel bad for that
You hate
turn
to see
marshal.
that happen,
You
but
know, you
you
did
make
that.
mistakes.
Obviously, that called Scott LaFoe. If he comes in 9th or 10th place, he's got to come in close to last, because how are you going to recover from that?
You can't, Jeff. That's just it.
You're not going to. Everybody else looks like they're running pretty clean. Boy, I moved Barron up, that moved Boylan up, that moved Fulmer up. Everybody benefited from that. That was close.
Yeah,
Boy,
if you hit
it
that
looks
ice,
like he's having
you come
problems.
loose, you come right around.
That's why they keep it clean, and that's a race. Rich Barron's going to take that with Mike Boylan, Rich Bulmer, Ronnie Hames, Johnny Dye, Rick Curtis, Kip Ellerbush, Scott LaFoe, Mike Haney, and KSG driver Billy Bruce.
Wow.
What a race, man! Russ, I had an opportunity to speak with Mike Boylan and Rich Barron and Scott LaFoe after the race. Here's what they had to say.
All right, we just got done with our B-Main feature race, and it was wild. I was running 4th most of the race, and there was a big 3-car pileup, and Scott LaFoe, who was in our little video, was in the lead, and he got crashed in the back straightaway, and I almost won. I led like 2 laps and got past with a lap to go, so made some big changes on the car, and it weren't good enough. The car definitely pushed, and still got some work to do on my number 3 silver car, and I'm hoping to the next carpet race have a new car and be in the A-Main and win.
Where'd you finish?
Finish 2nd. I lost by this much. So it was a great race.
Car ran B-Main. It's a KSG, the new car, the Generation 2. Setup wasn't that great on it. I changed the teeth a lot, and still ran the same lap times. So that means something in the car wasn't perfect. It ran good in the B-Main, but it wasn't with the big dogs. So maybe next time.
All right, the main, that was a great race. Unfortunately, it didn't come out as well as I expected, but dominated early, had a great car. And, sometimes things happen in racing that you can't always in your control. But unfortunately, today wasn't my day, but we'll be back next weekend and we'll get them again, guaranteed. So.
You just beat Billy Bruce out for TQ right now. How do you feel? How's the car handle?
It could always be a lot better. It's just pushing a little bit. Doesn't want to turn.
I noticed on your first qualifier you were a little slower. What did you do differently?
Well, I can list off about 30 things.
Okay.
I brought the left rear tire in, softened the front spring, moved the batteries up, went down a pinion gear,
Okay, so
changed tires.
okay, so there's a number of things. Then.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Was your speed control working okay?
Yeah, it was fine. But I'm still not. Need more. Need more.
Okay.
Always need more.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
We're on the KSG Generation 2.
And that's a fairly new model. So what's it like?
It's pretty awesome. They came out with it last year at the Snowbirds. It's got the offset chassis with the T-plate offset and the front slugs to move the front A-arms left and right. It's really nice. It has a lot of adjustments without having a lot of smaller graphite parts that may break. They use the machined aluminum front slugs instead of the graphite, which tends to break on impact.
How are you doing with it?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm sitting 2nd in mod and probably just missed outside the A today in 19 turn, but that's going to change next qualifier.
All right, we appreciate it. Good luck, Billy.
Thank you very much.
starting order for race 20. From the point, continue and win the A-Main. Congratulations, Paul Lemieux. All right, one more guy. Jim Dieter, come here. Come here, Jim. Come on, Dieter. He's the brains here of the operation. Congratulations, Jim. I get a picture of you guys. Closer!
Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. That's good.
Hey, Jim. Oh, that's Jim's got a 4,200 in your pocket, or you just have All right, guys, we're going to do the awards on.
D6, all one page. Caution out of 4 drivers. Caution.
High 3-4. It is clear.
Well, you know, we sponsor two major races a year, this one in Cleveland and over Thanksgiving. And I think both of those events are hotel events. You know, you pit upstairs in the rooms, or you hang out in the hotel, and then you go down to the ballroom to race. I think that's a pretty much a big appeal for racers. And then, you know, I think the camaraderie and people just hanging together, it's kind of a low, dense atmosphere where all the teams want to win, but they're also having a lot of fun, get a lot of stuff to do in Orlando. I just think a lot of people like coming back here because the rules are fair, the rules are, you know, they're consistent. There's really no controversy, hardly ever at the race, and everybody has a good time and goes home.
And the weather's not a factor. Once again, Ernie, thank you.
Better than it is in New York. There's 14 inches of snow there.
I saw it on the news. Thanks again.
Okay, thank you.
This is the A team right here, my friend. Sabi Junior and Sabi Senior.
All right.
What a bunch of balloons.
We are the hero.
On-road racer.
You can get my brother Tommy here too. He just got out of jail. He escaped. His name is Padano.
You have a birthday boy up there, Mr. Darcy Silva. 97 again.
1, 8 and 2. Just back 1. Down here. 10 seconds down. Across the left flat. And keep going. Keep going, Rick. Keep going, asshole. Greg, you're done. Ralph, you're done. Keep going, Matt. Mark, you're done. Kyle. Okay, once again, guys, take a breath. Team Leno with the win, 28-5. All right, Quincy's done. Keep going, Jason. Tim Heiser's done. Jeff Dager's done. Jason Tripler's done.
I'm with Dave Butts, a local favorite here in Florida. Dave, you're from Middleburg. What draws you to the Snowbirds?
No, it's just the activities. The racing is almost secondary. You've got so much stuff going on with all the manufacturers, new products, the competition, the friends. Everybody here is basically for the same reason. We're all enjoy and are excited by radio-controlled car racing. Some of us are here, some people are here to make a living off of it. Some people are here just to enjoy it, to use the products that they spent their money on. It's exciting. It's competition, as you well know. You're still racing the cars, regardless of the size. It's a blast.
Now, if you had any race to choose throughout the year, what would it be?
It would have to be the Snowbirds. If I only had one race to go to and I couldn't race anywhere else the rest of the year, I'd have to go to the Snowbird Nationals.
I've heard many people say racing would not be the same without the button.
I've heard a lot of people say that too, and when I meet the guy, I'll have to introduce myself to him. So.
Hey, good luck on your race, and thanks for your time.
Thank you, thank you.
I mean, obviously, it's one of the biggest races for me. It's fun because I get to run oval. I mean, I grew up racing oval. I always really enjoyed racing oval. And I never get to run it at any of the other races because usually the oval races kind of clash with a lot of the on-road stuff. You know, and unfortunately, the on-road stuff always has to take precedence, you know, as far as gas or electric. So for me, it's great because I get to play with the oval guys that I used to race with quite a bit and still run all the on-road stuff. And you know, unfortunately, not sleep very much, but still have a good time. So definitely my favorite. Basically, this is a 12-scale car I worked on for the Snowbirds 3 years ago, and since then it's just been kind of a running progression of small changes here and there. Last year we introduced our kind of prototype front end. Just testing a lot of different geometry and wheelbases with it, and it's been really good. The car, I kind of found a sweet spot with it, and it's been really, really strong the last 2 years, from the Snowbirds here last year, the Roarnats last year, and now again the Snowbirds this year. So we're just working on basically trying to improve it now and getting it into production for hopefully next season. So we'll start getting everything up and running with it.
Here we go. Drivers ready for one. On time. I see the north speed. Go up for 2. All four. Hustling for a 4-1. Minute 45 seconds left to go, guys. Minute 45 to go. Cyril again out of turn 2, down back to turns 3 and 4. Minute 30 to go, guys. Minute 30 to go. There's a man standing over here to my right. Talking to Jack and Jacob. Mr. Mike Blackstock, fastest lap time ever done at the old concrete track at Thunder with a 3.9. Fastest recorded lap time with a car he built out of the hobby shop that day. Cyril with a 3.7, Maribel with a 3.7, John with a 3.8, Joel Winnicky with a 3.8, Steve Harrington with a 3.8. Cyril worked his way through traffic from the backside of Marabella. Now comes the leader, Josh Cyril, down the back straightaway, out of turn number 4. Doing to get close to turn 1 and 2. 40 seconds left to go, drivers. 40 to go. Caution to turn 2. That was close.
Zero with a clean line, 2 turns, 102, Maribel, and takes you down back straightaway. All clean for the leaders. It's first and second. Zero with Maribel down back, now down the front straightaway, 2 turns, 1 and 2. 66, 4, 0, 7, 8 pace right now for Josh Cyril. He works on the backside of Mike Bean again, 2 turns, 1 and 2, and down the back straightaway. 10 seconds left to go. Maribel with a 3.9, Cyril with a 3.7, Winicky with a 4.0, and in third spot, John Hustings with a 6.1. That's the end of this clock, drivers. Keep racing until I take it out. Keep racing until I take it out for Maribel. And everybody's done, drivers. Let's slow them down. Everyone's done. Well, we don't have to do too much with this one, but Josh Cyril, 66.401 to Phil Maribel, 64.402. Joe Winicky with 62.400. John Husting with 62. Carrington with 64.02. Hershey 59.41. Mike Bean 58.406.
Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, Anthony, what brings you to the Snowbirds? What makes it special?
What brings me to the Snowbirds is the rest of my Maverick team. I work at the shop once in a while with Jake, and I always heard about this race being a special race, so I decided to come along this year and spend my birthday in Florida, and I'm having a great time.
Alright, where's all my turn marks? See somebody down in 1 and 2, guys. 1 and 2. Turn marks, Skip. Mike. On the phone. tied in between Lawson and Schaefer. Jim Fuller, 46.4.3. Everybody's done. Let's print this one out. That was an awesome run.
Russell or Dwayne Yeomans would have had the green flag.
Dwayne Yeomans or Russell?
Good run, Mike. How did it feel to win?
Oh, man, my heart's pounding.
That was a really close race. Now, is that going to put you right in the A main?
Yeah, number one.
UTQ?
1 point.
Wow. What car are you running?
The Silva Concepts X Factor.
Very nice. Good run, Mike.
Adrenaline.
All right, here's the numbers. Mike Borland, 49.401.12 to Tom Pananos, 49.401.17.
I absolutely love this stuff.
What can you say? It's racing.
It doesn't
it's
get.
exciting.
That's exactly right. It doesn't get any better. And if you're at home watching this, at least you're getting to watch some racing. But you should be getting your car ready for race day. You're in your hobby room, in the garage. You're truing tires. You're charging your batteries, and you're getting ready to go. For all of us here at RCTV Oval Edition, I'm Jeff Maturo.
I'm Ross Bartuccio.
Thanks for watching.